Thank you, Mr. Vandi. Good morning, everyone. So Carl almost presented all what I wanted to present. Great. As he's trying to get my presentation online, maybe if I start with a random of few questions. I hope we're going to count after the start. In this group of us here, how many of us own a business? By the show of hands. Great. How many of us own an NGO? Great. And how many of us would have ever wished or would want in future to own a business? By the show of hands. Great, awesome. So it seems I'm in the right place. Today I wanted to present about opportunities and specifically to a topic that is of passion to me, social entrepreneurship. I wanted to present about social entrepreneurship in relation to bits and pieces of my life in the past few years. In 2012, that was the first time I was able to attend my first youth leadership conference. And in this leadership conference, which was in Zanzibar, one of the main take-off from it was this sentence by Gandhi, "Be the change you want to be in the world." So having just entered in the first year of university, I had the first experience to really think of what I wanted in life and how I would want to achieve it. Some of the sessions also made me recognize where I was, where our country was in general. Stuff like the literacy rate in our country, which was 61%, which means almost 40% of our children are not able to read or write, or our community in general are not able to read or write. Or the fact that we had other astonishing figures like 11.6 million Tanzanians who are in the rural, poor communities in Tanzania. All these figures made me feel like I really have to make a change, not even in the future, but as soon as I am from the conference. So after I got out of the conference, I joined an organization that helped me work in different community projects. During those community projects, I really loved what I was doing, but I was constantly frustrated by one thing: the level of dependency of most of the community projects. That for a project to operate, it has to wait for sponsors or funders to give that project a particular source of income. Now, this particular fact made me recognize that even after I graduate, my parents won't allow me to take up my passion as my career path. But fortunate enough, when I reached my 4th year in university, I opted for an entrepreneurship course. During that entrepreneurship course, I was taught about social entrepreneurship. This was my first encounter about social entrepreneurship. It gave me hope that I can now pursue my career as a change agent through a way that is financially sustainable. So after some time of learning about this social entrepreneurship, I got to learn of different techniques and different people who are best in social entrepreneurship. And one among the people that I loved was this man, Bill. Bill is the founder of Ashoka. And among the things that Bill do, apart from being a social entrepreneur, is to advocatize on the definition of social entrepreneurship and make more youth see the essence of being social entrepreneurs as part of a way of solving the social economical challenges in their community, but at the same time able to do that as part of their career. So after learning about this about this man and other social entrepreneurs and social entrepreneurship models, I started an organization, Graph Again Tanzania. During starting this organization, because it works with dissemination of learning games in rural communities, most of the people that I presented the idea to said, Joan, it's either you disseminate this in urban area and generate revenue, or you provide it for free in rural communities. Now my focus was to provide this in rural communities, so I worked with different people who helped me get the best dissemination model that was financially sustainable to circulate the learning devices in rural communities. My story and the story of other young social entrepreneurs make me believe that social entrepreneurship can be the best path for our African community, especially considering that we have a pool of around 51% of youth who are unemployed, and at the same time we have a lot of developmental challenges surrounding us on a daily basis. Mandela Washington Fellowship has been the best platform for me to reflect on what I want to do next, which is to start a social enterprise hub in my country, so that if I was able to impact more than 4,000 kids through what I was doing for just 2 years, imagine if we had 100 social entrepreneurs in our community. Maybe we could have developed even more better changes in our communities. So yeah, I want to start a social impact hub in my community, and this has been achieved through especially the knowledge that I've learned from the fellowship, the networks that I've gained, and most of all the confidence from the people I have been with and the things that I have encountered. Thanks.